Yeah, so welcome to my review of the TRN VX. As far as I know, the most expensive earphone they've ever made under TRN. It's a hybrid and it comes in 3 different colours allegedly, but I've got the green one. So yeah, that's just a silhouette of it. It's a 7 drivers per side and it's a hybrid, six balanced armatures and 1 dynamic driver. So yeah, there's the 3 colours I've got. I've got the dark green, there's black, but I haven't seen the vibrant blue, and mine is the non-mic model. So I bet the blue looks quite nice, but as usual, 3.5mm, 0.75 pin size, sensitivity is 107 decibels, impedance is 22 ohms, all easy to power, 7 Hz to 40,000 Hz, some more that you can hear. And yep, there's the address and website information. So I've already taken off basically the lid. This is the same generic TRN packaging, which I think for the price that isn't good enough for what you're paying, because these are around £58. But the fit and finish is really good. There is no quality control issues with these as far as I'm aware, so these are all good. But yeah, same on the green ones, they do look pretty good. But I'll show you later on a more in-depth, obviously, look at them. So in there's the cable, in there's the tips, which I'll show you in a bit, and I'll show you the cable in a bit. This is a QC, I think. Inspection is spelt wrong, with it's got an S in it, as you do. Just that. The warranty card is after this, and there's the manual. So here's the warranty card. All this is super straightforward if you have seen these, and if you haven't seen this, then obviously this is the first time you're going to see it. But yeah, that's just the warranty information. 1 year, which is fine, but probably a nightmare trying to claim off that warranty if they do have an issue. But yeah, here's the manual. English is this side, Chinese is the other. As you say, just normal. Just a normal information, which is all you should really have a quick read through, because it's, as you say, it's your hearing, it's kind of important. But as long as you use common sense, you should really be fine. You shouldn't really have any issues. So yeah, in here is the tips. Obviously the first time me opening them, it comes fitted with medium tips by default, and I'm always quite lucky. The mediums fit me fine. And in this little packaging, it comes with small and large as usual. These are these are the same tips that come on all TRN products, but for me they seem fine. I don't really have any issues. They're not really hard, they're not really so soft type of silicon, or the material they're made out of. It's fine, it's all good. And that should be one of the small ones. As you say, this is all run-of-the-mill stuff if you've already seen my reviews. And in here is just the normal cable. I think, like I said before, for the price, I don't think these are good enough, or the packaging is good enough for the price, because these are on the more expensive side. These are around at least £60, I think, straight from like AliExpress, or like mine are from Amazon, so it's a bit more expensive. But this is the same cable they put in with the cheap ones, which I don't think is really good enough. I hope in the future they do give you a better cable. And in a bit I will show you what a new cable I have that's compatible, which works quite good. Well, I'll show you that soon. Just me checking the cable, no strain reliefs, but the build quality is fine. These cables do get a bit tangled, but that's just how it is. At least they got rid of the actual like the metal that used to be in these, in like old KZs. I'm glad they've changed that. That was me pointing to the L, which is quite, to be honest, quite hard to see. They should put, blue or red, green or red, or something like that for connectors. And that one's the right one. As you say, all normal stuff. And now is how it fits, or what it looks like fitted to the earphone. So I'm just going to plug in the right hand side just so you can see what it looks like. And these actually aren't, they're quite I was expecting the shells to be quite bigger, but they're quite, considering the drivers in there, they're not very big earphones. So that's how it fits, quite flush. So this is a new cable I've tried out. It only comes in 3.5, comes in MMCX, normal 2-pin 0.78, or I think it's QDC fitment. I need to check. But this cable's built really well. It's built like a tank. It's a little bit rigid, but it might loosen up from use. I've only had this cable like a couple of days, but the build quality is really well. It's like a tank. Strain relief there, a little one. The chin slider works, as you can see, works really well. Really high, really high quality cable. There's no branding on it, so I don't know who the manufacturer is. There you can see how that's the actual design, so it fits the KZs or any C-type KZ CCA, or like the new TRNs, and that's the right one, and this one is the left. But one thing though, it shows the letter of it on the inside, so that one's the left one. But if you wear it on your left ear, that'll be on the inside, not the outside. But yeah, so yeah, this is what they look like. Mine are the green variant. They aren't very big. That there describes the driver count, so 1DD 6BA per side, is it's a hybrid. There's 2 vents there. I guess one's for the dynamic, which is that one, and that one further up by the L is just probably to alleviate any pressure. And there is a little nozzle. On the nozzle there's a little lip to keep the tips on. But yeah, I found these comfort was good, no issues. Bass was pretty good. It wasn't excessive. They got the balance kind of right. It's not too much, not too little. Problems with these, I think the upper mids, low treble is a bit hot. It's a little bit too elevated for what I think. And the treble's the same, so any like instruments or vocals, or it's all a bit too much. I wasn't really keen on the treble or the mids. It's a bit, if they tone these back a bit, I think it would have been really good and an easy recommendation. But it's a bit too hot in the treble and the upper mids, lower treble. But everything does sound very clear, but there is sibilance. But I tried these on a movie like Mad Max Fury Road, and these things sound epic in the action scenes. Soundstage was really good. Imaging was good. Easy to power. Just be careful if you do get these. They were a bit bright, to say the least. They should have toned it back a bit, and then they would have been really good. But that's up to them. So yeah, good. I say that's the only real problem with them. The build quality seems really good. I've heard there's no quality control issues with these, which is a good thing from TRN. And yeah, this is like the conclusion. A bit too expensive, I think, because the competition, like KZ and even TRN with the BA5, are all a bit cheaper. Adding more drivers doesn't mean a better product, but they should have tuned it a little bit more restrained, I think, and they would have sold a lot. And probably to drop the price, it's a little bit overpriced, and the contents, like the cable and the packaging, is probably a little bit, I don't think it's good enough for what you're paying for. And that's it. I think that's it. If you like what you see, give me a like, please subscribe, and please take care, and I'll see you soon.